Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello there, dear viewers. So, next we discuss about lesson number 2, which is integration of three type of function. Number 1, exponential function. Second, reciprocal function, which is 1 over x. The third one is trigonometric function. Okay. Alright. So the first part, integration of exponential function. So it's divided into two parts, which is standard form and general form. Okay, it's very simple. Sama juga macam integration, differentiation previously, which is when you differentiate of exponent of x, you akan dapat exponent semula, is it? Okay, sama juga macam integration. When you integrate exponential function with respect to x, you akan dapat balik semula the function. This is for standard form. And don't forget to put plus c. Okay, kenapa? Because remember, in the week number 3 lesson, I dah explain kenapa when you differentiate exponent, dia akan dapat balik exponent. Because when you increase the x value from 1 become 2, become 3, become 4, the derivative ataupun the tangent line pun akan satisfy value dia, akan equal juga dengan x value. Let's say you punya x equal to 1, you punya gradient pun 1. Okay, when you x equal to 2, your tangent pun akanlah dekat 2, you punya gradient pun equal to 2. Therefore, we conclude that when you differentiate exponent, you akan dapat balik exponent. So same thing happen for integration. Okay. Alright, now for the general form, when you integrate exponent with function, okay, kalau notice beza dia, power of the exponent is only x for standard form, but for general form, the power of the exponent is a function. Function could be anything lah. It could be x with power, it could be square root of x, it could be 1 over x or anything. Or sometimes boleh juga jadi trigo. Ini kira tahap yang level of difficulty yang paling tinggi lah. Okay, usually kita letakkan sebagai only a simple function lah. Okay, apa beza dia? Which is you have to divide by differentiate the function. Okay, you kan tahu kan? Differentiate x with power kan jadi apa? Differentiate third x jadi apa? Differentiate 1 over x jadi apa? So therefore, you have to master the part of differentiation jugalah. Okay, because integrate exponent, number 1, you copy saja semula. Copy whatever you have in the question. Copy dahulu. And then, just simply divide by differentiate the function. And don't forget to put plus c. Okay, let's take a look at this example. Okay, you have integrate 2 exponent power of x plus 1. So, remember, I mentioned in the first lesson, you can take out the constant and then you multiply later. Okay, focus on the integrate of exponent. Now your exponent with power of function. Your function right now is x plus 1. Okay, number 1, you copy dahulu. Copy whatever you have in the question. So therefore you have exponent x plus 1. And divide with differentiate the function. Differentiate x plus 1. Differentiate x plus 1 is 1. Right? And then conclude with the simplify further your fraction lah. Okay. Sama juga kalau you ada exponent of 3x. So sama jugalah, number 1 you copy dahulu the function and then just simply divide by differentiate the 3x. So differentiate 3x is equal to 3. Yang ini kena betul-betul master Kalau you tak mahir, this one go back to the topic of differentiation. Okay. Cuma beza dia put plus c sahaja Okay. And then determine integrate of 4 divided by exponent power of 2x. So now it's a bit different. So what we can do is we have to rewrite. Usually kita akan bring up lah the power Bring up the exponent become negative power, negative 2x. And then baru you integrate. Okay, you can see from here I take out the constant 4 because later I will multiply. Focus on integrate of exponent power of negative 2. Okay. Jangan confuse dengan x power of n. Just now kan, kalau kita integrate x power n, kita plus 1. divide by the new power kan. Tapi beza dengan integration of exponential. Dia tak sama, dia tak akan plus 1. Okay, so apa jadi dengan exponent with function? You copy dahulu function and then divide dengan differentiate your negative 2x become negative 2. Baru you multiply, 4 divided by negative 2 is negative 2. So simplify, bring down. Nak stop kat sini pun okay lah. Okay. Right, so let's take a look at this exercise 20.01 from the page number 349. Okay, but I choose a few questions. Let's try this question number 10, which is exponent of 2x plus 2. So, very simple. Number 1, copy je semula soalan. Cuma divide by differentiate the 2x plus 2. Letakkan plus c ujung. So, exponent, nothing happen at your numerator. Focus on differentiate 2x plus 2 is equal to 2 plus c. That's it. Okay. Now, question number 21, a bit different. You have a multiplication between exponent with function inside bracket, which is exponent plus 2. So, what we can do is, yang ini you kena apply the law of index. When you multiply the same base, what happen to power? Power will add. So, therefore, you have exponent x plus exponent of x times 2 lah, dx. So now you have exponent power of 2x plus 2 exponent of x dx. Okay, kenapa tambah? Because you multiply the same base, law of index. So integrate exponent of 2x. Number 1 you copy saja dahulu. Divide by, you differentiate the 2x. Okay, sama juga macam ni. Okay, you copy soalan, divide by, differentiate the function lah. Put plus c. So therefore you will have exponent 2x over 2 exponent of x plus c. Kenapa hilang bawah ni? Because you differentiate x equal to 1. Okay, yang ini pun sama lah. Ini actually to determine the unique function. Determine the exact antiderivative, which is they ask you to find the fx. Okay, but I choose a question. Okay, question D. Okay. Question D, given f double prime. So how to find the fx? So first thing first, kena dapatkan dahulu your f prime by using integrate the f double prime. So integrate for exponent 2x dx. So remember, you boleh take out the constant outside, ataupun tak nak, you keep as a constant lah. So focus on integrate exponent. Copy semula. And then don't forget to differentiate the 2x plus c. Letak c1 ya, because ni baru f first prime first derivative, first integration. Okay, so now over here you akan dapat 4 exponent 2x over 2 plus c1. Simplify further, you akan dapat sini ialah 2 exponent 2x. So ni baru f prime. So nak dapat f, you have to integrate the f prime with respect to x. So integrate 2 exponent 2x plus c1 dx. Okay, so therefore integrate 2. So you dapat sini ialah exponent. Copy semula soalan. I put the constant outside. Focus on differentiate the exponent and don't forget to differentiate the 2x. Integrate C1, dah dapat C1x plus C2. Okay, so therefore, simplify again, you will have exponent 2x plus C1x plus C2. Okay, then solve your C1 and C2 over there by substitute the value. So given, bukan given, kita dah cari tadi, fx equal to exponent 2x plus c1x plus c2. So given f0 equal to 2, meaning your x equal to 0, y equal to 2. So 2 equal to exponent 2 times 0 plus c1 times 0 plus c2. So ini number times 0 is 0. So therefore kat sini you akan dapat 2 equal to exponent power of 0 Exponent power of 0 is 1. Any number power 0 equal to 1. So C1 times 0 is 0. Tinggal C2. So C2 equal to 2 minus 1 is 1. Given juga F ln 2 equal to 5. Therefore 5 equal to exponent 2 times ln 2 plus C1 times ln 2 plus C2. C2 kita tadi kita dapat dah 1, right? Okay, so kita erase, kita ganti dengan 1 lah straight away. So tak perlu buat simultaneous equation. So substitute with 1. So simplify further. 5 equal to, press your calculator, dapat 4 plus C1 ln 2 plus 1. Saya dapat sini 5 plus C1 ln 2. So 5 minus 5 is 0. C1 ln 2. So C1 equal to 0. So you have C1 equal to 0, C2 equal to 1. Therefore your unique function is C1 0. So kat sini 0 lah, hilang So tinggal C2 plus 1. That's it. This is the answer. Okay. Next is the integration of reciprocal function. Okay. Reciprocal function. Maksudnya di sini reciprocal ni, it could be 1 over x, 1 over fx dengan syarat your fx ni mesti kena power 1. Contoh, kalau I ada integrate of the function, let's say 2x plus 3 power of 2. Bila once the power of more than 1, kita tak panggil sebagai reciprocal. What you have to do is you kena bring up. You tak boleh gunakan this method ya. This method is only specific for your fx, the whole function power 1. Okay. Right. So again, they divided by two forms, standard form and general form. Standard form, when you integrate 1 over x, you akan dapat ln. Kenapa dapat ln? Because remember in the differentiation chapter, differentiate ln, siapa ingat lagi, you akan dapat 1 over x. So dia kan reverse process, anti-differentiation. So meaning if you integrate 1 over x with respect to x, you akan dapat ln. So sebab tu jawapan dia ln sini. And then some of your friends ask me, kenapa letak modulus? Kenapa tak letakkan bracket? Okay, modulus because the function inside the ln should be positive number. Otherwise, the whole function akan jadi undefined. So sebab itulah kalau you notice dalam delta semua dia letakkan jawapan dia dalam ln with the modulus. Okay. Alright. For general form. Now a bit different. 1 over function. Remember I explain tadi about reciprocal. The whole function should be power 1. Otherwise tak boleh guna. Okay, kalau ini kita tak panggil sebagai reciprocal. Ini kita panggil sebagai rational function. Okay, now ln of when you integrate 1 over function, number 1 you akan dapat ln function. Ln modulus function. Copy saja function whatever you have in the question. Copy saja, letakkan dalam modulus. And then divide by, you differentiate the function. And then don't forget to put plus c. Okay, clear Alright, you can see from this example, determine integration of 1 over 3x dx. If you notice, they bring out the constant 1 over 3 outside. Sebab you boleh bawa keluar ni 1 over 3 ni Bawa keluar, the remaining is only 1 over x. So, integrate 1 over x is ln x. Boleh tak kalau I nak buat macam ni? Integrate 1 over 3x dx, okay, which is ini dah gunakan general form kan, which is number 1 I akan ada ln modulus 3x, and then I differentiate the 3x plus c. So kat sini I dapat ln 3x over 3. Actually sama konsep dia, dua-dua betul. Yang ini betul, yang ini pun betul. Kenapa? Because kita boleh apply law of logarithm kat sini. Okay, which is if you multiply two function, actually you boleh separate by put a summation symbol. Okay, so actually proses dia sama. Okay, tapi I lagi prefer you take out the constant outside lah. Macam ni I encourage you gunakan this method. Takut nanti tak dapat jawapan so macam delta. But in exam, dua-dua ni boleh diterima. Okay. Example number 2, you can notice over here, you have integration of 5 divided by 2x plus 1. So what we can do is take out the constant. Kali ni you boleh bawa keluar 5 je lah. Okay. Kat sini jangan bawa keluarkan 5 over 2. Because 2 ni bukannya common factor dia untuk your denominator. Okay. Yang you boleh bawa keluar is only 5. Okay. And then what you have over here is, bila you dah ada integrate 1 over, so number 1, you akan dapat copy sahaja ln function. Function awak ialah 2x plus 1. And then divide by differentiate the 2x plus 1. Okay, kalau soalan ni dah macam ada skip a few step. Actually inilah step dia. Pergi sini baru you dapat yang ini. Okay. So, here we need 1 over 2 as a pre-multiplier to allow for the 2 in front of the x. Actually, dah datang daripada differentiate the function of 2x plus 1. Okay. So, sebab itulah you dapat this kind of answer. Alright, moving on. So, let's try this exercise 20.02 from the page number 350. Okay, I choose these two questions. Alright, so now the constant for, question number 5, integrate 4 divided by 1 minus 6x dx. Okay, adakah ni reciprocal? The answer is yes, sebab the whole function ni power 1. Okay, now, integrate. So, the only thing kita boleh bawa keluar ialah 4 lah. Okay, now, what you can do is, ln function, copy sahaja the whole thing from the question. Divide, differentiate the 1 minus 6x plus c. Okay, macam nak differentiate? 1 minus 6x. So, you akan dapat negative 6. Simplify further, you will have over here 2 over negative 3 ln 1 minus 6x plus c. How about number 15 over here? So, of course, you have to expand the bracket lah. Okay, dx ni sama je macam saya letak kat sini. Kalau letak 1, letaklah dx. Okay, actually, the 1 dx. 1 dx sama je. Okay, expand the bracket. Negative 2 plus 2x. So, you akan dapat kat sini ialah 6x minus 2. So, again, you akan dapat ln function. Copy je lah function tu. Again, nak letak bracket boleh, nak letak modulus pun boleh. Accepted for both. And don't forget to differentiate 6x minus 2. So, you akan dapat sini ialah 1 over 6 ln 6x minus 2 plus c. Okay. Alright. Last but not least, integration of trigonometric function. Okay. Integrals of simple trigonometric function are best obtained by remembering the results of derivative of trigonometric function, and nothing that anti-differentiation is the the differentiation is the reverse process of differentiation. Okay, actually table ni given. Okay, usually in exam kita akan provide lah. Tak perlu hafal pun. I'm not even memorize pun the whole function integrate kat sini. Okay, cuma apa different dia, I just nak highlight a few things. Number 1, I want to highlight about what we call as the power. For example, you ada secant squared, integrate dapat tangent. Okay, tengok ni, you ada dua cosecant, cotangent. Dia mesti together cosecant, cotangent. Kenapa? Before this you integrate cosecant, you akan dapat dua ni. Differentiate differentiate cosecant dapat dua. Tapi since this is anti-differentiation, so sebab itulah you integrate dua ni baru dapat cosecant. Okay, itu nombor 1. Nombor 2, for integration of trigonometry, kita tak akan ada double angle, kita tak akan tanya identity. Okay, so don't worry about these two. Kita tak akan tanya complicated lah. Okay, but if you plan to continue your study in the engineering field ataupun matematik punya field, then you kena belajar lagi details tentang how do we integrate for double angle or triple angle and so on. Tapi your level kat sini tak ada lah. Okay. Alright. So let's go straight to the example. Okay, meaning kat sini you kena refer table. Table is provided in exam. Katalah exam kita online, so I will state in the question what is the differentiation, what is the integration of this function. Don't worry. Okay, so let's take a look. The integrate cos of function 3x. Okay, dia ada dua part. For the numerator, you focus on integrate the trigo only. The trigo only, not the function. Okay, remember tadi integrate trigo, integrate cos, you akan dapat sin. Sebab itulah you dapat sin 3x. Faham We focus on, for the numerator, we focus on integrate the trigo function. Not the fx, not the 3x over here in our case. But for your denominator, baru kita focus on differentiate the function. Or differentiate the angle of the trigo. Okay. So sebab itulah you kena betul-betul faham. Okay. So now kita praktiskan. Okay. Kat sini pula sama juga konsep dia. On the numerator, we focus on integrate the sign. Integrate sign dapat negative cos. Kat sini nanti you kena refer table. And then baru dekat denominator, baru you focus on differentiate the function. Sebab tu you dapat 5. Differentiate 5x dapat 5. Differentiate ya. Okay. So ni sama jugalah. Okay. Two special case ni tak ada dalam syllabus kita. So kita fokus on very direct punya trigonometric function. Dia takkan ada identity, takkan ada double angle, tak ada summation, tak ada differentiation, tak ada. Don't worry. Okay. Alright. So let's solve this exercise 20.03. Ada 41 soalan you can try, but if the question ask about the identity, contoh number 23 ni kan, the use the identity ni tak perlulah. Okay. Okay, now so let's solve this question number 5. So question number 5. Integrate of secant 3x tangent 3x dx. Okay, kat sini walaupun dia multiply between two different function, secant and tangent, don't worry actually memang soalan ini datang sekali. Okay, which is kalau you refer from table, memang dia ada combo of two function. Contoh tadi kalau kita tengok sekejap. Okay, contoh this one and this one. So memang dia akan datang dengan dua different trigo function. Tapi result of the integration they come up with 1. Sebabnya before they differentiate function secant dapat 2 ni. Differentiate cosecant dapat 2 function ni. Tapi this is a reverse process. So sebab itulah integrate these two function dapat 1. Okay, don't worry about the bila datang 2 ni. Jangan confuse. Jangan risau. Tak perlu nak buat apa-apa pun. Tak perlu nak tukarkan dia jadi ada 2 integration. No need. Okay. So integrate secant tangent, you akan dapat 2. The numerator focus on integrate secant tangent, you dapat secant. Copy semula function, nothing happen sebab kita focus on integrate the secant and also the tangent. Ini refer table. Okay, and then kat bawah ni baru kita focus on differentiate of 3x, and don't forget to put plus c. So your answer should be secant 3x over 3 plus c. Kalau tak suka, boleh letak 1 over 3 in front. Secant 3x plus c. Okay, how about this 4 cos x over 2? So, actually similar to, you nak bawa keluar 4 in front pun okay. Focus on differentiate of the trigonometric function here. So, numerator focus on differentiate the trigo. Differentiate cos become sin. Copy semula function. And for denominator, baru you focus on differentiate the function inside the bracket. Differentiate x over 2. So, kat sini sama juga, copy semula Differentiate x over 2, you dapat 1 over 2. Okay, therefore, you boleh bawa ke atas. Nak biar macam ni pun okay, tapi I lagi prefer you bring up. So, 4 times 2 is 8. So, your answer would be 8 sin x over 2 plus c. Okay. Let's try another question. Yang a bit different ni kita tengok question number 42. Obtain exact solution for the following. Use the information provided to find all constant of integration. Meaning, diminta kita cari the actual function together with the constant of integration. Okay. Kat sini sama juga, I skip. So, I nak try this question 42D. Obtain exact solution for the following. Use the information provided to find all constant of integration. Okay, now, first thing first, you kena dapatkan dulu f prime. Macam mana dapat f prime? By integrate the f double prime. So, integrate f double prime given is 2 cos x dx. Integrate cos, you akan dapat, integrate cos, you will have a sin. So, 2 sin x, tak perlu buat divide sebab, okay, kita buat juga, differentiate x, it become 1, is it? Don't forget to put c1. So, f prime is 2 sin x plus c1. Then, fx, how to get the fx? By integrate f prime with respect to x, which is integrate 2 sin x plus c1 dx. Okay. So, proceed. So, therefore, you will have over here is negative cos x divide by differentiate the x plus c1x plus c2. Integrate, remember, integrate constant, you dapat x. So, c1x. Right? So, simplify further. You have negative 2 cos x plus c1x plus c2. Okay. But we're not finished yet. You have to find all the constant of integration. So, by substitute the information given. Okay, previously kita dapat fx equal to negative 2 cos x plus c1x plus c2. So, given f0 equal to negative 1, f pi equal to 4. So, substitute negative 1 equal to negative 2 cos 0 plus c1 times 0 plus c2. So, yang dapat sini ialah negative 2 times 1 plus c2. So, c2 equal to, you dapat sini ialah 1. Okay, sebab 0 multiply c1, so sebab tu c1 tak ada. So, tinggal c2. Okay, now, substitute 4 pula. So, 4 equal to negative 2 cos pi plus c1 pi plus c2. C2 tadi kita tahu 1 z. Okay, now you ada 4. Yang ni use the radian mode. Therefore, you akan dapat sini ialah negative 1 plus c1 pi plus 1. So, therefore, you akan dapat sini ialah c1 pi equal to 4. Oh, sorry. Equal to 1. So, therefore, c1 equal to pi. 1 over pi. Sorry, 1 over pi. Therefore, fx equal to negative 2 cos x plus 1 over pi x plus 1. Alright. So, that's it for lesson number 2 and for week number 6 lesson. Thank you.